What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay. Is it really? Okay, well, I guess we'll find out. Making their debut on the channel tonight, we have Abingdon Boys School. Yes, indeed. How about that? Abingdon Boys School making their debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Scott, and Scott wanted to see me react to this song by Abingdon Boys School called Innocent Sorrow. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not sure if this is like an actual boys' school. I mean, it could be, or maybe Abingdon Boys School is just the name of a rock band. I mean, I don't know. I have a lot of questions in regards to this. I guess we're gonna find out by watching the video. Other than, let's see, this, oh, hold on. This was posted by Utaka. Why not? Utaka. We'll go with that. And the video has 275,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Abingdon Boys School. Okay, now here's the thing. In my notes, it just said boy. Abingdon Boy School. So, thanks, notes. So, Abingdon Boys School, Innocent Sorrow, translation English, subtitled. Okay. Does that mean there are subtitles hard-coded into the video? Or you have to turn subtitles on and watch them on YouTube? Unfortunately, my downloading software does not download subtitles unless they are hard-coded into the video itself. So I guess we'll see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
お前らと俺たちのために避けた胸の傷口溢れ流れるペンなんだ重ねあやた瞬間をつながる想い溶かして冷めない熱にうなだれて最後の声を聞こえない絶対 涙にじんでほどいた指の隙間から祈りが深く突き刺さる Don't cry 果てない痛みと悲しみから君を救えただろう、oh、もっと強く手のひらに触れてみせて Every level end 解き放つ far away.
Sounds like we may have a guitar solo. Let me back up a little bit. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. Definitely has that poppy new rock feel. Trying to think of a band I could compare them to. I mean, there's a bunch. Okay, here's the thing. I hear a bunch of songs in my head that sound like this, but I cannot for the life of me pick the names of the band out of the air. Just give me one or two. That's all I'm asking for, and I can't. It does sound very radio friendly. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know. Maybe I just need to listen to it more. I mean, we're only 2 minutes in all fairness. We haven't done the entire song yet. But if I'm being honest, nothing about this is really grabbing me. I mean, it's all right. The songwriting sounds good. There's a very clear switch when they do switch gears from verse to pre-chorus and pre-chorus to chorus. There's a very definite switch. They've made it very defined. And by doing so, they've made it very easy to follow, which is great. I mean, that's great, especially for the purpose of being commercially available. I don't know if the song was a big hit for them. It might have been. But it sounds like it. It definitely sounds like it for two reasons. One, the song does have hooks. It absolutely. I can see the hooks. I can hear the hooks. They're not necessarily hooking me, but I see and I hear their presence. They are absolutely being felt without question. Okay. That's number one. Number two, the way the crowd responds. I mean, but then again, this may be one of those bands where it doesn't matter what they do. Doesn't matter what song they play. The crowd's going to respond. So there's a lot of bands like that. No, I mean, like, they're not doing anything wrong. I want to be very clear on this. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything bad. I'm not thrilled with this. That's all. I mean, but like I said, we're only 2 minutes in. My mind might change over the course of the next almost 3.5 minutes. You know, it might change. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's keep going. Let's see if I'm right about this guitar solo. bass back there put in some work. Nice.
もっと強く手をひらで僕に触れて Just go up, live it up, pump it up. Inside, outside, break out.
Nope. Gonna save it all. Gonna save it all for the review. Not gonna say a word right now. So let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Abingdon Boys School. Yes, boys. Yes, there it is. There's an S there. I put the S in my notes now, so I won't make that mistake again. That was Abingdon Boys School with Innocent Sorrow. This was a request from Scott. Okay, let's get to the score first. Let's do the score first, and then I'll say everything I need to say. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 7.6. Yep, 7.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 7.6. What does that mean? Well, a 7.6 would translate to a really good skill rating because overall, I think this was a really good presentation. It would also get 4 out of 5 stars and a B+ letter grade. Yeah, B+. B as in boy. B+. So there you go. A 7.6, really good skill rating, 4 out of 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? Ha ha ha! So glad you asked. Okay, it's very pleasing to the ear. It is. It's the chord progression feels really nice. In particular, in the chorus. I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, the chorus is the hook, without question. Very commercially appealing, very pleasing to the ear, very hooky. I could absolutely see this song being utilized in a variety of media, whether it be television shows, movies, I don't know about sporting events, video games. Yeah, actually, it depends on the video game. I can actually see this song being used in like some sort of a driving video game or a racing video game. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I could see it being utilized in some ways here. I don't know about commercials. It might be a little too long for commercials, but I mean, they could shorten it up, I'm sure, for the purpose of a 30-second ad spot. The design of the song, the structure of the song, very plainly laid out, very obvious when it comes to its phrasing, like where the verse is, where the chorus is. There's no doubt. There's absolutely no doubt. There's no guesswork there. The breakdown section, that was nice. I gotta say, that was my favorite part of the song when it got super heavy there. Okay, look, when I say super heavy, I mean in contrast to what happened throughout the rest of the song. It was absolutely the heaviest part of the song. I still wouldn't call it super heavy by normal standards, but by comparison to what's going on within the rest of the song, yeah, it got heavy for sure. The energy absolutely came up on it. It got way more intense. It got way thicker in its sound too. I know it's a 6-piece band. I was paying attention to that. 2 guitars, bass, keyboard / DJ, drums, and vocals. Now, I would expect a band like that to have a much fuller sound throughout their song, but I gotta be honest, they're like the first, I would say about the first 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes of the song, it sounded a little thinner than that. It didn't sound like a 6-piece band. It sounded like, if I'm being honest, it sounded like a 4-piece. It sounded like, 1 guitar, bass, drums, and vocals. I mean, I barely heard any keyboards in there. It was pretty thin in the mix. But once we got to that breakdown section, boy, it thickened up really good, and I absolutely loved that breakdown section. That was my favorite section without question. The rest of the song, if I'm being honest, a little light, a little thin, a little sparse here and there. It had that poppy type of feel when it comes to rock songs, like when it comes to new rock, not new metal, new rock. Mixed with a little bit of pop in there. So yeah, I mean, I can see the commercial availability of the song. I can see the popularity of the song. I'm gonna ask if this was a big hit, but something tells me it was. I can see this song just being a hit song without question. Especially in Japan, which is where I believe they're from. No, look, overall, I would give this song, honestly, about... This is going to be complicated. I'm having second thoughts. Well, if that's the case, this is going to change the score. I originally had this at around about a 7.2 for the song. Now that I think about it, I think I might have that at a 7.4, which is going to be really interesting considering what I'm going to say next. So I had this at about a 7.2, right? But I gave it a 7.6, which is a 0.4 difference. So if I change from a 7.2 to a 7.4, that means I got to change the 7.6 to a 7.8. If my math's correct. So we're gonna change the score. Okay, well, I'll do that in a little bit. Right now, let's talk about what caused that little jump in the score. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm gonna say. So say it with me, kids.
Say it out one time.
A live show can help your score, or it can hurt your score. And in this case, it helped. It did help. Not as much as you might think, but it did help a little bit. Let's talk about let's talk about how many check boxes they filled. Let's see how many they got. I can tell you right now, they didn't get all of them. Okay, so for those of you thinking that they got 6 out of 6, no, they did not. But they got the important ones. Okay, stage presence. I'm gonna give that a check. They look like performers. They all came out looking with a similar vibe, a similar theme. So their theming is spot on. So yeah, I'll give that the check for sure. Stage energy. Yeah, there was some good stage energy happening out there. Absolutely. No problems there. Stage interaction. Unfortunately, I didn't see any, so that one gets a zilch, nada, 0, big fat goose egg. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to have seen some actual stage interaction, but unfortunately, we didn't have any. Now, stage interaction, on the other hand, yeah, that one absolutely gets a check. That was a lot of stage interaction. Lead vocalist, every chance he got, was up on that ego block, interacting with the crowd. So I love seeing that. Very pleasing to see. Glad to see the attention was given there. And like I've always said, out of all the checkboxes, this is the most important one to me. So I'm glad they had the crowd interaction. They missed stage interaction, but they got the crowd interaction. Showmanship. Yep, I'm gonna give that a check too. Every chance they did, every chance they had, they did something to put on a good show, whether it be, taking that deep, wide stance when doing the guitar solos, or the lead vocalist getting up on the ego block and interacting with the crowd, motioning to the crowd, getting the crowd involved. It all adds up to showmanship. So it looked good across the board, so that gets the check. Production. Yeah, not really. I mean, I don't think those lights were designed with the song in mind. I'm sorry. I don't think those were programmed lights. I think the lights were just being activated at random. So I'm not going to give that the one to check. But that's okay. It's always, listen, production's always been bonus points when it comes to live performances. Unless you're a production-based band and you rely on your production to put on the live show for you. At that point, your production better be on point. So it's getting 4 out of 6, and honestly, the number 6, it's not that big of a deal. So 4 out of 5, really. 4 out of the main 5. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's not bad at all. They got the most important one, which is crowd interaction. So yeah, that's how I gave it the 0.4 bump. So since I increased the score from a 7.2 for the song to a 7.4, now I have to bump up my score and change the score from a 7.6 to a 7.8. Okay, well, there it is. Math, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, new score, 7.8. Now, does that change anything? No, doesn't change a thing. It's still a really good scale rating. It's still 4 out of 5 stars, and it's still a B+ letter grade. That didn't change at all. We just bumped up 0.2 for the numeric score. I know a lot of people put a lot of stock in that, so there you go. Take that for what it's worth. No, but overall, like I said, the song, it's a really good song. It's not something that really, hits home with me, except that breakdown section. The breakdown section does. But the song as a whole, not really my thing. But nonetheless, it's getting the really good score of now 7.8 for me. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're going to stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 7.8, not a 7.6. I got to make sure I change that. A 7.8, really good skill rating, 4 to 5 stars, and a B+ letter grade. Take your pick. I don't care. Whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.